Oh my goodness, darling, where do I even begin? I am still shaken by the utter disaster that was my stay at the Grand Palladium Palace Resort Spa and Casino All-Inclusive, Punta Cana. I mean, the name sounds fancy, doesn't it? But trust me, sweethearts, it's all just a facade. As I stepped into this supposed resort, I was immediately struck by the long, winding entrance surrounded by nature. It was like they were trying to distract me from the impending doom that awaited me. And, oh, the concierge. Ugh, the concierge. He was like a sly snake oil salesman, trying to convince me to buy into their exclusive membership nonsense. Newsflash, Grand Palladium, if I want to feel like I'm being scammed, I'll go to a timeshare presentation. But, I digress. The room, oh, the room. It was like a sad, neglected cousin of a real hotel room. The air conditioning was busted, and I'm pretty sure they were rationing the cold air like it was a scarce resource. I mean, who does that? And don't even get me started on the TRS clubhouse. It was like they took all the rejected decor from the 90s and mashed it together into a mess of a clubhouse. I half expected to see a faded members only sign on the door. Now, let's talk about the food. Shudder, I'm not even sure where to begin. Imagine a buffet that's been sitting out for hours, with dishes that looked like they were crafted by a kindergartner's art project gone wrong. The taste? Forget about it. It was like they took all the leftover ingredients from the local grocery store and threw them together into a culinary abomination. And the temperature? Forget about it. It was like they were trying to serve me lukewarm sadness. I mean, who serves lukewarm food? Is that even a thing? But, of course, the real kicker was the service. Oh, the service. It was like they hired a team of sulky teenagers who would rather be anywhere else. I asked for a refill on my drink, and you'd think I was asking for the moon. The server looked at me like I was an inconvenience, a pesky little insect buzzing around their ear. And don't even get me started on the manager. She was like the queen of I don't care. I mean, when you're paying top dollar for a resort stay, you expect some semblance of customer service. But no, not at the Grand Palladium. They were too busy counting their profits to care about the actual humans staying there. And then, there was the issue of activities for kids. I mean, I wasn't traveling with kids, but I saw the desperation in the eyes of the parents who were. It was like they were trying to find something, anything, to distract their little ones from the crushing disappointment that was the Grand Palladium. But hey, who needs kids' activities when you have a water park, right? Oh wait, that's right, the water park was a joke too. As I wandered around the resort, I started to notice the little things. Power outages, the cockroaches, the moldy showers. It was like they were trying to create a checklist of everything that could go wrong. And don't even get me started on the gym, I use that term loosely. It was like they took a bunch of broken equipment and threw it into a room, hoping that no one would notice. But, you know what the cherry on top of this miserable Sunday was? The front desk staff. They were like the gatekeepers of disappointment, doling out excuses and platitudes like they were going out of style. Sorry, ma'am, we're experiencing some technical difficulties. Technical difficulties? You mean, like, the entire resort is a technical difficulty? As I packed my bags to leave, I couldn't help but feel a sense of sadness. Not just because my vacation was ruined, but because I knew that the Grand Palladium was a symptom of a larger problem. It's a symbol of a system that prioritizes profits over people, that values the bottom line over actual human experience. So, dear friends, let this be a warning to you. If you value your sanity, your wallet, and your taste buds, stay far, far away from the Grand Palladium Palace Resort Spa and Casino All-Inclusive, Punta Cana. Trust me, you won't regret it. What do you guys think? Have you had a similar experience at a resort? Let me know in the comments below.
The dark truth about businesses near Grand Palladium Palace Resort Spa and Casino, Punta Cana. If you're staying at the Grand Palladium Palace Resort, dreaming of paradise, let me gently crush those dreams. The businesses around this resort? A masterclass in disappointment. Overpriced, underwhelming, and sometimes outright scams. This is what awaits you outside those resort gates. Let's start with dining. Restaurants near the Grand Palladium Palace treat your wallet like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Take Jellyfish Restaurant, where a lobster dinner becomes a tragic comedy. Guests report waiting an hour for food, only to receive the wrong dish, or worse, seafood that tastes like it was caught last century. One poor soul ordered oysters and got half the promised amount, while another paid $85 for a paella that tasted like regret. And the service? Imagine being ignored by waiters who act like you're invisible unless they're overcharging you. Then there's Los Leños Cafe, where freshness goes to die. The sandwiches? Pre-made, stale, and served with a side of indifference. A group of 10 once waited 30 minutes for a Spanish omelet, only to be told it was thrown out because it spoiled. The staff? Too busy arguing with each other to notice customers. And if you're black? One guest was told they couldn't sit unless they ordered more, despite being a regular who tipped generously. Now, nightlife. Oh, where do we begin? Coco Bongo Punta Cana is less a party, more a fire hazard. VIP tickets? A lie. You pay for seating and bottles, but good luck getting either. The place is so overcrowded, you'll be breathing strangers' sweat while security ignores you, unless you're accused of a crime you didn't commit. One couple was kicked out after being falsely accused of misconduct, despite video proof of innocence. The staff? Rude, disorganized, and allergic to refunds. Or try Drink Point Bvaro, where the real entertainment is watching security scam tourists. One man paid for a bottle, only to have staff steal his money and threaten him. Another group was charged triple for beers they'd ordered days earlier at normal prices. And ladies, watch your drinks. Multiple reports of sketchy behavior, from spiked cocktails to bartenders refilling premium bottles with cheap liquor. Even spas aren't safe. Zentropia Palladium Spa promises relaxation but delivers chaos. Guests describe indifferent staff, broken hydrotherapy jets, and massages in rooms with mannequins in wedding dresses, because nothing says serenity like a fake bride staring at you. One woman waited weeks for a booking confirmation that never came. So what's the verdict? Businesses near the Grand Palladium Palace Resort treat tourists like walking ATMs. The food is overpriced and mediocre, the nightlife is a scam wrapped in strobe lights, and relaxation is just a marketing term. If you must venture out, bring cash, patience, and low expectations. Or better yet, stay at the resort. At least there, the disappointment is free. Oh my goodness, you know, I'm like looking into all these crimes near Grand Palladium Palace Resort Spa and Casino all-inclusive, Punta Cana, and honestly, it's just so sad. Like, businesses here are like, super sketchy, you know? Like, have you ever walked into a souvenir shop, and they're like, oh, yeah, this t-shirt is only $20. And you're like, okay, cool, but no, it's actually worth like, $5, and they're just taking advantage of you. That's what's been happening in some souvenir shops near Grand Palladium Palace Resort Spa and Casino all-inclusive, Punta Cana. They're like, price gouging, you know? And I'm like, what's wrong with these people? Don't they have a heart? And then, there are these timeshare storefronts, like, they promise you a free breakfast or a spa voucher, just to get you to attend a presentation. And once you're inside, they're like, super aggressive, trying to sell you this expensive timeshare contract. Like, I'm sure some people got trapped, you know? They signed up, thinking it was a good deal, but really, it's just a scam. I predict they felt so stupid afterwards, like, how could they fall for that? And what about the people who did it? They just took advantage of these tourists, and then, like, disappeared with their money. It's so wrong. And, oh my, have you heard about this digital investment scam? Like, they created a fake storefront, pretending to be part of the Punta Cana group, and then, they sold this fake investment opportunity in water blockchain technology. I mean, what's that even mean? It's like, they're talking gibberish, just to sound smart. And people fell for it, you know? They invested, and then, they found out it was all a lie. I predict they felt so angry, like, how could they trust these scammers? And the scammers, they just got away with it, I'm sure. And then, there's this real estate storefront scam, like, they sold luxury properties that didn't even exist. Can you believe it? They had fake groundbreaking ceremonies, and they decorated their offices to look legit, and people bought it. Like, over 120 victims lost more than $18 million. I predict they felt so betrayed, like, how could they trust these scammers? And the scammers, they just disappeared with the money. It's so heartbreaking. And, oh my, have you heard about this parrot scam? Like, they display exotic parrots outside their storefronts, and then, they invite tourists to take a photo. And after that, they're like, oh, yeah, you owe us $20 to $50 for the photo. And if you don't pay, they threaten to call the police or embarrass you publicly. I predict tourists felt so scared, like, what do I do? And the scammers, they just took advantage of these tourists, you know? It's so sad. And finally, there are these excursion and activity booking scams, like, They sell fake tours or non-existent activities. I mean, can you imagine, you pay for a boat trip, and then, you find out it doesn't even exist? I predict tourists felt so angry, like, how could they do this to me? And the scammers, they just took the money and ran. It's so wrong, you know?